Woo. This is light work. Come on, spill the tea. Yeah. Ooh. Alright. Woo. This is light work. Come on, spill the tea. Yeah. Ooh. Alright. Woo. This is light work. Come on, spill the tea. Yeah.
Hey everybody, Coach Kenny here. Thanks so much for dropping by. If you're coming over here from Instagram because you already follow me there, welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm super excited to finally launch this channel. And if you were just browsing through YouTube and this video caught your eye, thank you to you as well for dropping by. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay a part of this conversation. As I said, I'm super excited to finally be able to share my experience and expertise in the field of fitness, health, diet, and nutrition. Nearly 20 years of experience, not only as a fitness coach, but also as a former professional athlete. So as the title implies, let me go ahead and jump right into this video. I did a 38-hour fast plus an intense sauna session. I wanted to share my experience with you guys, talk a little bit about fasting, the benefits of it, pros and cons, etc., etc. I realized that there are a lot of people that have never fasted before. They're looking into it, they're curious about it. They've never done anything more than the typical 8 to 14 hours in between meals. And there may be some of you who have done 4 or 5 days of a fast and you consider yourself someone that's quite experienced in it. And perhaps you just want to hear my experience. Nonetheless, for me personally, I've never done more than a 24-hour fast before. A lot of reasons for that. Main reason is because I've always been super active my entire life. If I wasn't competing as a professional athlete, I started to do other competitions later on in life. Even today I'm pushing 40, but I'm still preparing for competitions in fitness. I train 5 to 6 days a week. So for me, food is like fuel. It's recovery, it's repair. It is for me to set up myself for the next day. So typically I would never feel the need to do more than a 24-hour fast. So why I decided to do it personally, mainly for 2 reasons. Number one is I'm a firm believer that coaches need to practice what they preach when it comes to having their clients do certain things. Rather it's an ice bath, a sauna, doing a certain fitness program or regime. The second reason I decided to do it was I wanted to clear up some brain fog. I'm a veteran. I struggle with PTSD. I struggle with a lot of sleep. And on top of that, was getting a lot of brain fog for some unknown reason. Couldn't figure it out. Tried a lot of different things. So I decided, you know what, let me do a fast. Let me go beyond 24 hours, challenge myself, and also add in a sauna as well to really just kind of flush everything out as much as I possibly can. So let me first share the experience, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts about the pros and cons, on at least from my side, and I'll give you my opinion / thoughts on whether you should do it. I basically did an hour session of a mixture of hot tub, steam room, and sauna room, about an hour's worth. As far as the sauna room itself, which was at about 65 degrees Celsius, I did 2 rounds of that of 15 minutes. But as I said, in total with everything, it was about an hour. After the second round of the sauna, or towards the end of this hour, at that time, I think I was around 18 hours in my fast. I definitely felt very, very depleted. My muscles and just body was really, really weak. Now, granted, I did do a very intense workout the day before, a very intense squat-oriented workout. So my legs were very, very tired and fatigued and probably looking for nutrients to rebuild and repair, which I didn't provide my body with. So to add the sauna on top of that made it even worse. To the point where after that hour finished, I went into the charcoal room, where it's a room where you can go and kind of just detox. I went in there initially just to kind of relax and recover, but I ended up passing out for like an hour and a half, which kind of told me that it took a toll on me, the fast plus the sauna. But ironically enough, when I woke up from that hour and a half, and by the way, I don't fall asleep very easily, and when I do take little cat naps here and there in the daytime, I typically don't sleep more than like 30, 45 minutes. So to pass out for an hour and a half and wake up, first thing I noticed was my mental clarity improved kind of instantly. I felt like, wow, my mind feels way more clear than what it was, in previous days. So that was a good sign. But of course, I was definitely still depleted, feeling quite weak. Made my way home, and when I made my way home after that sauna session, trying to hydrate or rehydrate, I should say, I was super hungry. Like my body wanted food so bad. So it was a fight not to eat at that point. Would have it been easier if I didn't do the sauna? Probably yes. To be honest with you, so I want to throw that out there. But nonetheless, it was a battle. I fought through it. Around the 24-hour mark is when I decided to go to bed. To be honest, I didn't sleep that well that night. The first couple of hours, I did pass out. I think I was just so tired. But I ended up waking up feeling quite dehydrated, tossed and turned, too tired to get out of bed to rehydrate, but I knew I had to, so eventually I made my way to the kitchen to rehydrate at around, I don't know, like 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I went back to sleep, or I tried to anyways, toss and turn. And I just think that just the dehydration, I think, was the biggest issue, which, like I said, I drank a lot of water throughout the day of that fast. I even drank about 700 milliliters worth of water like 30 minutes before going into the sauna with Celtic sea salt and other electrolytes. But nonetheless, I think I just underestimated the amount of fluid that I was going to dump into that sauna session. So had a slight headache, definitely felt dehydrated. Finally rolled out of bed after being in bed for 8 or 9 hours, but only slept maybe like 4 hours, like a decent sleep. And first thing I did was check my blood sugar level because I was curious. My baseline is usually high 80s, low 90s, which is typical for me for the amount of carbohydrates that I eat throughout the week, and the type of training that I do. And it was at 81. So not super low, but I felt the difference. I definitely felt the difference from, let's say an average of like 90. Being at 81, it wasn't like catastrophic, but I felt the difference. I definitely can feel as if my body was tapping into those glycogen stores, 100%. Trying to get that last remaining glycogen to be used as fuel, and it was turning into fumes at that point. I think if I would have went another maybe 5 to 8 hours with no more food, I probably would have depleted all of my glycogen stores, and I probably would have went to a kind of like looking for fat to burn. And I don't have very much fat to begin with. I haven't checked my body fat percentage in a while, but I would make an educated guess that I'm probably at around 8 to 10% body fat. So it probably would have been a different type of intensity at that point. But nonetheless, I checked all those markers. I went through the process. I felt like I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. So I decided to go ahead and have my first meal. I did work out later that day, and I didn't feel all that great, as you can imagine. Still put in a decent workout, but wasn't too good. It took me about 3 days. I think now we're like day 5 since I've done it, and now I'm making this video. But I think day 3 is when I kind of was like, okay, I'm back in it. I got most of that weight back. And by the way, speaking of weight, the morning that I started the fast, I weighed about an 84.5 kilo. And then the morning I woke up after the 38-hour mark, weighed myself, and I was like 81 kg. So I lost 4 kg in 38 hours. Now, sure, most of that, if not 90% of that, is water weight, but it took a toll on me, and it took me about 3 or 4 days to put that weight back on. Now, before people make the assumption that, oh, I'm totally against fasting, it was a bad decision, blah, 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 there were positives and negatives from it. The positive side is the mental clarity improved, the brain fog improved. Mentally, I think it helped quite a lot, and I felt the effects of like a detox, 100%. I felt with that amount of water that left my body on a fast as well, I definitely pushed out unwanted things that were in my system. Rather it was pollution or microplastics or any toxin or whatever was in, I think there was 100% a very clear benefit to that or from that. But if I'm honest, I think it's just a matter of my lifestyle, the amount of energy that I put in on a daily basis. Like, I don't just eat to eat. Like, I'm literally eating to fuel and regenerate to prepare for the next day because I got another, hard workout that I need to prepare for. So for me, food is literally fuel. And so if I'm not working out, I'm still super active. I'm putting in thousands of steps every single day. I'm on the move all the time, going up the stairs, down the stairs, meeting clients. I'm always walking, and I always walk super fast, and I'm running up the stairs, I'm coming down the stairs. So I just 7 days a week, even if I'm taking a rest day from working out, I'm usually super active. So I think I have to take that into account. So if anybody's watching this and you're active like me, and you're planning to do a fast, I think a fast is okay, but if you want to take the extra step and do a sauna routine as well and just really flush it out, be prepared. Proceed with a little bit of caution because your body will feel extremely depleted and it will take you time to bounce back. But if you're a type of person who's not as active as me and you're just general fitness or you take daily walks, and you don't do super intense, crazy workouts like I do, and you're just on a weight loss journey, you're trying to stabilize blood sugar, you're trying to flush your system out, I think that a fast plus sauna is fantastic. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel just like this huge flush. And I think based off of my experience, just doing 24 hours with no sauna, just 24 hours, no food, just water, it's good. But when you add in that sauna and then you tack on another 14 hours onto that, like, you feel it. And I will definitely recommend this type of fast for some of my clients that are trying to stop overeating, stabilize the food that they eat, stabilize blood sugar, stabilize just their overall health and cleanse, and just drop a bunch of weight and then maybe do it like once every week. I'm definitely, now that I've experienced it, I know that on the weight loss side of things, it's going to kickstart everything. That's my experience, pros and cons to it. And would I do it again? Possibly. I would add something in. I'd probably go for 48 hours, possibly. Do I feel like I have to do it? No. I'll do it just for the sake of the challenge itself, and be able to share my experience with you guys. But yeah, I hope this information helped you. If you're someone that's considering on doing it, then hopefully this information helped you. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments about how to proceed. Try to make this video short, but there were a lot of other small intricate details that went along with this fast/sauna session. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments and I'll try to answer them for you guys, and share this video to others. It really helps me grow and embark on this journey to be able to share my experience and expertise in fitness, health, nutrition, and diet. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay on the lookout for so many other videos that I have coming up, some of them which will be very controversial, by the way. So be on the lookout. Peace.